I honestly believe that me and Tank will be the exciting, most action-packed, the biggest fight in boxing.
Shakur Stevenson is set to step into the ring on November 16th with Edwin De Los Santos. And while this upcoming fight is making all the buzz in the fight world, Shakur already has eyes set on his next opponent, and it'll shock the fight world to its core. Yep, I'm talking the great Gervonta Davis. Come on, I bet you didn't see that coming, did you? While these two have been going back and forth on the internet for a while now, a fight between them sounds nothing more than a dream. Well, it must be your lucky day, because this one's set to see the light of day. So without further ado, let's dive into all the deets of Shakur Stevenson's next fight. Get this, Shakur and Gervonta had been setting themselves up for one of the biggest fights in the boxing world. I'm sure got the hint from them trashing the hell out of each other lately. Now I know what you're thinking. Weren't Shakur and Gervonta sparring buddies? And you're right. These two have been tight for years, but it looks like that honeymoon phase is over now. Gervonta Davis went on record and called out Shakur for being two-faced. He throws shots, then wants to be buddy-buddy, saying all this stuff on Twitter, then running into my locker room and wanting to take a picture and all that type of stuff. He's got to stand on that. We ain't cool no more. The boxer further added that Shakur needs to stick with one side of the story. He doesn't get to play friends in the dark and then go on the internet saying Gervonta wouldn't dare step into the ring with him. Gervonta said it was disrespectful, and it sure as hell rubbed him the wrong way. Now at this point, a fight between these two seemed inevitable, and the fight world was mentally prepared for it. Come on, it takes a while for you to picture two superstar boxers stepping into the ring together. And especially after the year the boxing world has had, it's nothing but greedy for fans to even ask for this one. 2023 gave us Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, and Fury also signed to step into the ring with Alexander Usyk this year. So just imagine all the buzz it'll make if you added Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis to that golden list. There's no denying that Shakur and Gervonta would be each other's toughest challenge yet. And that's why this matchup is making rounds. If there's one thing the fight world loves, it's putting two of the best on the planet up against each other. Now, our man Shakur Stevenson was under the impression that Gervonta was definitely gonna face him in the ring. Yep, Stevenson went on record to say he was waiting and hoping that the face of boxing, Gervonta Davis, would eventually give him a shot at fighting him, because he wanted to prove to the world how good he was by beating the Baltimore native. His hopes and dreams were crushed when Tank Davis ruled out this fight completely and said he couldn't care less about this matchup. Now, this wasn't a surprise to the fight world, because Tank Davis hasn't really shown interest in fighting defensive guys in the past like Vasily Lomachenko. So it was pretty reasonable for fans to assume that he wasn't going to look in Stevenson's direction anytime soon. But guess what? We were all in the wrong. Or at least that's what Stevenson is saying. The 26-year-old boxer was hella excited to announce that his biggest wish is finally coming true. And let's be honest, seeing him in the ring with Gervonta wasn't only his biggest wish, but the entire fight world was holding its breath on it. Now, when this matchup was first in the talks, Shakur knew he had nothing to offer Gervonta for him to put ink on the contract. Tank Davis is a PPV star, and Stevenson just wasn't on that level yet. That's one of the many reasons why Gervonta pressed pause on this matchup, leaving the fight world in longing anticipation. Gervonta's coach was pretty clear about ruling his fight with Stevenson out, and he gave some rock-solid reasons for it. Take the word from himself. Davis's coach, Calvin Ford, said, "If you look at the numbers they're putting out, it doesn't make sense." He further added, "Once they understand the business, you can't go in there asking for a whole bunch of money." Shakur got offered some money from Devin Haney. Do you see the way he turned it down? Tank isn't taking a pay cut. Ford believed that a fight with Shakur wasn't big enough for Gervonta, and he's known for stepping into the ring with the finest boxers on the planet. Hey, it's a good thing that Shakur didn't stop pining for this one, and his rising popularity on the internet helped him bag this fight. Now, nothing's confirmed on paper yet, but I'm taking Shakur's word on it and holding my breath on this one. If he went on record to say he's about to step into the ring with Gervonta Davis, then something is definitely cooking behind the scenes, and we're just not aware of it yet. The internet can be sent into a frenzy with the news of their fight hitting the news any day now, and I have my fingers crossed for the day. Plus, don't be surprised if you don't hear an official word on this one anytime soon. Get this. Shakur Stevenson is set to put up gloves against Edwin De Los Santos next month. So that's the number one thing on the boxer's mind. And to give this fight more spice, Gervonta versus Shakur pretty much depends on the outcome of Shakur's bout with Edwin. Think about it. Do you really think Tank Davis would want to step into the ring with someone who lost to De Los Santos? Yep, this one's just as bad as it sounds. But don't worry, cause Steven said he's got this one under control. Yeah, fans were really panicking after Edwin sent a brutal KO warning to Shakur, and he had some rock-solid ideas and fail-proof plans to take his opponent down in the ring. But well, he's in for a surprise cause Shakur is walking in just as prepared, if not more. Shakur Stevenson talked to $1 Million about his upcoming bout with Edwin De Los Santos and said, "He's not going to be able to beat me. He's strong with power, but he's not going to beat me." The boxer then also added, "All you hear Bill Haney talk about is Shakur. Why does he talk about me so much? Why is he so interested in me? Bill is cap. Bill knows I'm going to smoke Devin if we're going to be real about it." Shakur believes that he's invincible right now, and the only man with the skill set to give him a run for his money is the man himself, Gervonta Davis. Now, one can only hope that Shakur isn't undermining Tank Davis's skills, because that would result in nothing more than disaster in the ring. Shakur already has a hard time finding boxers to face in the ring, and that's something he said himself. Get this, there's a million fighters that don't want to get in the ring with me. It's very stressful because this is what I do for a living. There are a million reasons for it, and honestly, if you ask me, it sucks. He's a defensive specialist who's hard to beat, and that's the #1 thing that leaves fighters trembling in their boots. Then comes the fact that Stevenson isn't an easy one to talk down in the ring. Oh yeah, coming out on top against him isn't child's play. And wait for it, because there's more. He plays on a different side of the street, so he's a bit hard to get a hold of. And lastly, you can't compare his popularity to that of big names like Gervonta Davis himself or Canelo Alvarez. Yes, Shakur has been making a lot of buzz in the fight world lately, and his name has been popping up in headlines more than before. But he's still got a long way to reach the kind of popularity that'll take him places. But there's one thing he has always had on his mind, and that's a fight with Tank Davis. He said, "Me and Tank is the best fight. There is one fight that needs to happen in boxing. I'm not Tank. He's the pay-per-view star." Well, if you need an example of someone manifesting things into reality, I'd say this one is excellent. Because not only did he convince Gervonta to step into the ring with him, but this fight is going to bring him PPVs shooting through the roofs. And guess what else comes in when the PPVs are soaring? Big bucks. It's a win-win situation for him, and I can't wait for it to see the light of day. Rumor has it, it's one of the first bout we'll see next year. I'm crossing my fingers on this, and I guess we'll have to wait to see how this one plays out. So there you have it, Fight World. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.